Welcome to the clinical cookout. Cookout.
Hey everybody, it's Auntie Sug, and I want to talk to you today about women's rights. Guess what? Black women, me, we are the strongest. We are the strongest women. I always talk about being a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and the reason why I'm so proud of it is because we are a group of strong women, college educated women, college educated black women. Black women are the most educated group of women in the whole country, and nobody talks about it but black women. But the reason why we toot our own horn is because we have struggled so hard to get where we are, and it's definitely undervalued. So I always talk about being a Delta and being proud that they were a part of the women's suffrage movement. The women's suffrage movement was so big, but guess what? Even while we were marching, we were spit at, we had things thrown at us, we had insults thrown at us, but guess what we did? We kept going because we are always strong, we're always resilient, and we're going to get the job done regardless of who don't like it. Let's talk about what women do. We have children. We don't get rooms to go breastfeed in. We have to fight to have a room to go and feed our child in, fight to have a room to go and pump our milk in, just so that we can be away from our kids. In other countries, they have a year off, up to 3 years off. In America, we have none of that time off. When I had my first child, they did not want me to breastfeed her. I ended up having to stop breastfeeding her because they wanted me to be sitting at that desk instead of actually tending to my child. But guess what? I did it. She's still healthy. She still got my milk because we're resilient. We bear our children and we get back to business as usual. Another thing that shows our resilience all the time is that we're disrespected. People think we have attitudes. People think we're nasty. They think we're negative. I hate to break it to everybody, but guess what? Honestly, and this is no excuse, we have reasons to have attitude. We have reasons to be mad sometimes, and sometimes we have reasons to be negative. We're angry. We're angry because you don't see our worth. We're angry because we're undervalued at work. We're angry because I was in the grocery store the other day and somebody said, "Oh, hey, you look cute. What do you do, a secretary?" I'm a whole doctor of psychology, but I was reduced down to a secretary. Nothing wrong with being a secretary, but I've worked harder than that. But just because I'm a black woman, I couldn't have had a higher position. How many people go into their office as a doctor and they get to call Dr. So-and-so? Guess what? There's black people right now, today, that go to work every single day and they don't get called doctor just because of who they are, just because of their skin complexion, just because of their color. They think that we're stupid. So yes, people are angry. Yes, people are tired of being disrespected. Yes, people have to remind you of who they are. No, it does not make you not humble. Yes, it lets you know, I know who I am and I'm going to tell you who I am every single time. So with that said, happy women's equality. We can do it.